tonight when you're watching this person?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how he handles the atmosphere and the big league ballpark, a little bit bigger place than Rochester, New York. But at the same time, like I said on an interview this morning on the radio, I'm going to maybe treat it like a Hoosier situation, a scene from the movie, and maybe we'll take a tape measure out there and we can measure it up to let him know that it's the same distance here as it is in the minor league mounds everywhere he's been on the way up here. But at the same time, it's going to be how he handles things. Maybe you might see a few more trips from Molly or myself tonight to maybe slow the game down for him periodically here and there, and not let the game get away from him. So we'll be keeping a close eye on him to kind of slow things down for him.
Do you like the cold weather from a pitcher's standpoint? Throw inside, break bats up. I mean, it's got pitcher's advantage.
Well, especially if you can run it up there, and this kid's capable of running it up there pretty good, and I'm sure that he's aware of what his stuff does. We're aware of what it does, and if he's smart, he will utilize the weather behind the night and break a few bats. But at the same time, I'm not worried about the weather. I'm worried about him going out there and being himself, and that's going to be the number one priority. And I don't think he's concerned about the weather, because in his world and in his arm tonight, it's going to be 90 degrees because it's his Major League debut. The weather will be the last thing on his mind. And like I said, the biggest thing that we're probably going to be concerned about is just keeping the game slow for him. Don't want to get too fast for him, and keep him within himself.
In terms of the scouting report and what he does well and what he should do tonight, what do you want to see from him?
Well, to not try to overdo anything. You know, there's always been a commitment to getting him confidence in all of his pitches, and he's gone back down to Rochester, and he's committed to that, and to make progress with all of his pitches, the command of his pitches, the depth of his off-speed, the arm action on his changeup, and to locate this fastball, both sides of the plate effectively and aggressively. And he's done that, and to his credit, he's earned the right to be here and get this opportunity.
All the reports from Rochester were positive that he's ready to go.
Absolutely. You know, everybody, we wouldn't have brought him here if it wasn't. And you certainly don't want to take a kid that has such a high ceiling as this kid and put him out there before he's quite ready. And right now, everybody feels he's here. We all know it's been a long process getting here. We've heard his name floating around for quite some time. And they felt that it was time to, push the button, and it was time to give him an opportunity. Let's see what he can do.
Do you think the aware of the stakes was kind of the one thing that affected him in spring training?
You know what? I would like to say no to that, but yet he's 21 years old, and I'm sure that he was thinking about it in the back of his mind. But at the same time, it's nothing but a win-win situation for the Minnesota Twins and for him. It was probably a hard pill for him to swallow, for simply that he had to go back to the minor leagues again. But at the same time, he's the one that's going to benefit in the long run. He went down, he got more confidence, he got more consistency in his pitches. He was doing a lot more strikes with all, he was doing his all-speed behind the count. And it's hard for a young guy to accept that going back. But with that being said, was there some things on the back of his mind about going back and why am I going back? He probably didn't understand it, didn't want to hear it. But at the same time, it was for his future. And now he's getting this opportunity a month later.
Looking forward to sorting out a 7-pitcher traffic jam in a couple of weeks?
I'm enjoying it right now because I'll take all the arms I can get. You never have enough pitching.
Thank you, ma'am.